the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
Right. To us, Black excellence.
That had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing.
The hip-hop universe is in uproar after another explosive revelation. But this time it's not Diddy under fire, it's Jay-Z, that's right. 50 Cent has locked in on Hov and what he just unleashed. Has the music industry buzzing, freaking out and racing? To decode the truth, rumors are spreading like wildfire. No one saw this coming and everyone wants to know.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyoncé. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He ain't show up.
He has like 20 now. He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. At the same time, he got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like fucking things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, he was like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you niggas this year. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. He's just looking at his watch during the whole Roc Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. What the fuck is that? Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a lot.
No, that was a real suburb question.
I know, right? Proximity.
And the proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I had to learn that.
Do you think he fucking knew all of the shit that was going on? Yeah, that was like a...
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it...
Like I said...
no matter how you answer that shit, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a narc kind of question.
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people, but one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question.
Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce Lechem?
Lechemindewa.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Because I know Branson.
Yeah.
That's the one I pronounce.
Branson. That's the Branson lifestyle. You're going to be outside.
Biff, you're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like,
I took a pill. But it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drug. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
And what secrets have stayed buried for decades? Let's peel back the layers. It began with a cryptic late-night post by 50 Cent, a black and white chessboard image captioned, "Every king has a past, let's talk about yours." Fans brushed it off as another lyrical flex, a classic ego duel. But hours later, 50 dropped what he called the blueprint files, and the name wasn't random. These weren't music notes, they were alleged receipts. According to 50, Jay-Z's empire wasn't built on just hustle and hits, it was cloaked in silence, certain shadowy deals. The first blow? A leaked legal doc deed to a sealed civil case from the early 2000s never publicized. 50 claimed it involved a former associate accusing Roc Nation executives A financial fraud credit theft and secret payouts. Jay-Z wasn't named, but the docs constantly referenced. The owner, the face, and the unnamed stakeholder. Then came the audio, a distorted voice masked call between 50 and someone claiming to be an ex-Rockefeller insider. The game of masks was just beginning.
What the fuck? This is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. Well, I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for
to
people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on the separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with that shit.
So by you, you're good, bro.
That's
You're
great.
fucking good.
Yeah.
He's protecting hip hop.
Yeah.
If you don't speak out and make them the weirdos, then they're gonna think everybody's
Every
like
single
that.
person is like that involved in hip hop culture.
Makes you think, did Jay do it?
Shut up.
He's in trouble.
We live in New York, bro.
No.
We live here.
No, free Jay-Z.
I'm just saying.
Shout out Mufasa. We all gonna go and support. Yo, we can all see. You are crazy. That was the craziest thing. I literally.
What's
bro,
the lady at Roc Nation? I gotta send her that.
You don't feel like that happened the same day, bro. What's the day came out the day before, the
Bro,
next day?
I was eating Raisin Bran. Okay, I'm eating Raisin Bran. I got my daughter in my arm. I'm scrolling. Right? I see somebody screenshot your shit is Jay and the whole family at the Mufasa fair. And then the comment is 50 said, Jay said, they said I a 13-year-old. Let's go watch Mufasa.
Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mufasa right now. I just think it was a good look, like angling yourself as
a family man.
Yes.
But they had to go to the premiere,
that
bro.
was planned already. I'm
They had to go to the premiere.
and I realized that later, but I'm just saying to you, I haven't seen him in a long time. That's all I'm saying. When I hadn't seen him in a long time, and then I heard this shit, and then I looked and I saw Mufasa, I said, whoa. That's all that fucking happened, bro. You think this is at my phone? This is my phone. This is happening at real time. I'm going, yo. He said, yo.
You just gotta say everyone gets these jokes, bro. That's what you gotta say.
Yeah, no.
Rappers, listen, comedians are the new rappers, bro. That's
why
the
do
thing.
people come to my page, bro?
That's true.
I know
They
what
wanna
I'm
say,
saying.
you know what they say?
That is true.
Well, you don't think you're gonna happen next? Yeah, that's what they say to me, buddy. Well, you're next, buddy. You're fucking, you're laughing at this.
Then you're not worried at all.
I know why.
Because you don't got nothing.
I don't have it.
All right.
There's no girls gonna come out.
Why you sound skeptical?
Because I think there are some women
Damn,
that are
Al.
like. No,
Yeah,
I
what's
think
up with
there's
this
some
guy?
women that are like.
This guy's supposed to be from Queens, bro.
Let me cook.
Fucked up experience.
You kick him off the corner one time.
No, what I'm saying is I know a couple of exes that fucking throw me under the bus.
You should let him have the corner. None of this would have happened if you let him have the corner. Would have been fine.
You know, there's some like opportunists.
He's
they'll just throw out the fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. So you had to have something. Look, if you already interacted with the person, right, and you hadn't had a bad experience.
The disguised voice alleged that key business deals from Rockefeller's early days were stealthily erased to dodge legal fallout. Contracts vanish. Artists left empty-handed. Big names, big promises, and bigger betrayals. He always knew how to hide it. Voice said flatly. Within minutes, Jay's exposed was trending, and 50. He was just getting warmed up. Next came what he dubbed the Ghost Ledger, a spreadsheet stacked with shell companies eerily similar LLCs, all linked to anonymous NYCPO boxes registered on overlapping dates. The paper trail hinted at serious money movement, millions shuffled quietly between entities. Was it laundering? That was the implication. 50's caption, "Move like a king, didn't leave pawns behind." The industry flipped out, blogs exploded, TikTok sleuths dissected every lyric. Old interviews suddenly felt like hidden confessions. Even Jay-Z's verses were being reinterpreted as subtle admissions. Meanwhile, Jay-Z said nothing. Not a post, not a denial, just silencing. The silence spoke volumes.
It would take more for them to say some of the shit that you see these people say. Right? Like, you go, what made you do? What made you, even when we part ways, and because a lot of times when we interact with people, they're not just having fun for tonight. They think we're bleeding into this hardcore relationship that may not materialize. Right? So I see what you're saying, where they can look and go, well, look, you met the girl in 2003. You hung out with her. You had a good time after the show with 30 girls there. You just went and y'all hung out, right? And y'all just part ways. Right? So there's no negative things between it. But she can look up at the TV now, and you've been a success since then. Feel like that's my life. I was supposed to be there. And be upset with you and say something. But will it have any merit to it?
If I gotta keep
that
it real,
woman hasn't been
you ain't always have the most amicable breakups. Do you remember where, I think it's your baby moms, where it's like she was kind of speaking out, and then all of a sudden the house just got burnt down.
But you know, it happens. Left eye. She burned the house down.
This nigga is crazy.
No, my God, he goes, wow. So I know how you feel about me now. No, he's going, he's great. So
Who's the fan?
He liked the match.
I want my block back.
He go, look, I have faith in our justice.
I'm a civilian now.
There would be consequences connected to those behaviors and actions that this brother is talking about.
Oh my goodness, man.
Why is that a part of his thought process today while we're here having a good time?
That's a good ass point.
Look, you do have people that really, look, when you break up with them, they don't care about you anymore.
Yeah.
So they'll say things and you go, yeah, but it doesn't hold merit. It doesn't have any no real.
Yeah, of course. After all these years, and you don't see nothing. Yeah,
the girl that's just upset with you. She's just angry with you. She got you, and you go.
I thought the smartest thing Jay said in the statement was, if you really believe this happened, then press criminal charges. He said, pull up.
But I don't think that was.
Tell me.
Okay, look. Because of the statute of limitation, there is no
criminal. So
making a statement is to make people feel like.
But apparently, if she's under 18, didn't you say it still could be criminal? Yeah. He knows because he's fed.
He used to be a cop. So you turned him into a cop. He used to sell drugs and then he became a police officer. Did you know that?
How to rob. He
glorified security.
But you know what he would do? When they would arrest G-Unit guys, he would be like, yes. And he was in the court
every time. Bitch.
I was actually the cool ones. I'll give you the extra fucking cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. I'll be looking out.
Take care of the family.
Hey, you know, I don't know, man. I think, what's the name?
Not a word, and to 50 Cent that quiet was gasoline on the fire. Silence is confession. He posted boldly, the people deserve to know who they're idolizing. Then he dropped a teaser, part 1 of a YouTube docuseries titled The Carter Curtain. What Jay-Z didn't want you to see. The preview was haunting, dark synths, glitchy visuals, flashes of lawsuit-censored faces. Bank docs and rare clips of Jay-Z from the late 90s and early 2000s. The tagline hit hard, if the crown fits where it bit. Wipe off the blood first. Fans were split. Some defended Jay-Z like a fortressling 50 bitter and clout chasing. Others said it was time for the truth to come out, truth they'd suspected for years. We love Jay, and blogger wrote, but love doesn't. Teaming blindness, then the cryptic posts started surfacing. Former Rockefeller affiliates tweeted eerie lines like it's all surfacing now, and tried to tell y'all, what started as a one-man mission was morphing into a movement. 50 even hinted that Beyoncé may have known pieces of the truth. How? He carefully avoided direct accusations. His quote, power couples protect each other, but Madam Zone holds the secrets. That line alone sparked a media storm. Behind the curtain, Jay-Z's team was reportedly scrambling, meeting with PR firm Sprand Sand. Legal advisors, one insider whispered, Jay's not easily shaken, but this has him pacing.
But why? With Fifth, he loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me.
But see,
you really, hold on, you really think that's hate?
If you look at 50's social media, you can see he has a lot of posts about Diddy. And this is what he posted the day that federal agents in Miami raided Combs' mansion ahead of his arrest on the charges that he's now on trial for. 50 Cent posted on X, now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. 50 Cent also included a link to his G-Unit clothing brand in that post. While Diddy in the Breakfast Club clip said that 50 Cent Cent actually loves him and there was never a beef. On the stand this week, Capricorn Clark said otherwise. Clark said that she was at this press event at MTV with Diddy and 50 Cent was also there. All of this happening in New York. Clark said, quote, after the interview wrapped up, myself, Puff, and Chris Lighty got in the elevator. Clark said that Lighty was an entertainment manager who on paper was managing Diddy at the time, but was also 50 Cent's manager at the time. Prosecutors asked Clark what happened in the elevator. And she said, quote, Puff told Chris, because they were having some sort of issue, like, I really don't like all the back and forth. I don't do that. I like guns. The prosecutor then asked, what's the issue with an individual? And Clark responded, he had an issue with 50 Cent. She said Combs was very serious when he said that. In this case, it has become common to hear testimony from witnesses about alleged threats by Diddy. In fact, several witnesses have said that Diddy regularly threatened to fire people, to beat people, like his former girlfriend Cassie Ventura, and in this case, making a threat involving firearms to settle a dispute per the testimony of someone who was one of his closest associates for more than a decade. Invoking gun violence and some sort of veiled threat, that could be scary for some, but apparently not 50 Cent. On Instagram, 50 posted right after his name came up in the courtroom, quote, cut, wait a minute. Puffy's got a gun? I can't believe this. I don't feel safe, with a picture that looked like an AI image of 50 Cent on a movie set looking serious. And he wasn't done. Shortly after that, he posted another AI image on Instagram of him in a Yankees hat with a very scared look on his face with the caption, oh my goodness, itty bitty Diddy wants me dead. I have to lay low. Sad face emoji. I think I'm gonna hide out at the playoff game tonight, LOL. Then the next day he posted what he did that night. He went to the NBA playoff game between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers in Indiana. And you can see him here in a picture on the floor in a shirt that reads, quote, Free Diddy, playing into the trolling that 50 Cent has done to Sean Combs over the years, even before Combs was ever accused of what he is on trial for. Now, Combs' trial is expected to last another month at
emails, contracts, eyewitnesses. 50 Cent says this is just phase one. In a recent Instagram, Levy smirked and said, you thought I went hard on Diddy? That was the trailer. Jay's saga runs way deeper, and now the whole industry's holding its breath. Will Jay-Z clap back? Will this spark formal probes? Will other titans get caught in the fallout? Because if 50's claims hold weight, if there truly is a hidden kingdom built on silence, suppression, strategic exploitation, then hip-hop's about to face its most seismic reckoning. But if he's wrong, then he's just declared war on the genre's most powerful figure. Either way, no one's blinking. The blueprint isn't sacred anymore, it's being rewritten in real time. The Carter Empire is under siege, and 50, he's pulling every thread. Now rumors swirl that several music journalists were gagged in the early 2000s after attempting to expose Roc Nation's murky beginnings. One anonymous writer told Complex, I had a full expose ready. It disappeared from my editor's desk. Next thing I knew, me contract vanished. Meanwhile, ex-employees from Jay's company Estidelaire de Brignasaven partnerships are allegedly ready to talk. Some are bound by heavy NDA letters. But with 50's momentum building, legal aid may step in to challenge those silences. Social feeds are buzzing. Investigative YouTubers are dissecting timelines, tracking real estate shifts, board changes, and tax filings. Then 50 posted a burning blueprint with one caption, history gets rewritten.
He's charged with racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty. Join us now to talk more about the trial of Sean Diddy Combs and everything that's going on inside the courtroom is Afi Patterson, civil and criminal defense attorney. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. We're focusing on what was a minor moment in the grand scheme of everything we heard in the trial this week, but there's this anecdote that Capricorn Clark told about what related to 50 Cent, but what Diddy allegedly told 50 Cent's manager at MTV during her time of working for Diddy. What did you make of that? Sean Combs saying, I don't like the back and forth, but I like guns.
You know, I think it goes to the overall case. They've been saying that Diddy was a dangerous guy. If he made a threat, he could back it up. And I do recall reading that she said that his demeanor was very, very serious. And knowing his history, his violent history, knowing about the beef between Biggie and Tupac, I think that it probably frightened her. And I think that just again, her knowing about his violence, his propensity for violence, his behavior with her, his behavior with Cassie, his behavior with other employees, he's just continually reinforcing that violence. So I think it was a really good moment for the government.
Yeah, it's just, and it seems like there are these little moments along the way where there are some celebrity names that pop up. This case, it was 50 Cent. We heard earlier in the trial, Usher and Neo were at a dinner where Cassie was allegedly assaulted. It was unclear whether they saw that, but it was said that they were there. As far as the history of 50 Cent and Diddy, do we know how it started? I know that 50 Cent had a diss track, I think around 2006, claiming that Sean Combs knew who killed Biggie Smalls. But is there a particular incident that happened that made 50 Cent just seem to really start to come at Sean Combs?
I don't know what's ground zero for them. I've seen, interviews that 50 has given saying that it's all business with them. I know they both have alcohol lines, and I know, they're both from New York. I think 50 is maybe from Queens and Diddy is from Harlem. I don't know what their ground zero is, but I know that since this all came out, 50 has not stopped. He's been taunting Diddy online. You, of course, know about the documentary. I believe it got picked up by Netflix, and he is supposedly donating the proceeds to victims of domestic violence. Diddy has had his knee on his neck and his foot to the gas on Diddy for a while. But again, I don't know where it started.
Yeah, I mean, 50 Cent, for many people, if it was ever, there was an anecdote that came out that someone had said, oh, I like guns, when talking about it back and forth, it might scare you. 50 Cent was at the Knicks-Pacers game in Indiana with a Free Diddy t-shirt on, sitting courtside the next day. It's different. It was different.
One spark at a time. Then 50 lit another Flamia limited run podcast episode featuring hip-hop historians former Roc. Insiders and industry analysts dissecting Jay-Z's hidden legacy. The episode skyrocketed, hitting Spotify's top charts in hours. Meanwhile, online petitions gained momentum, ending a congressional inquiry into shady entertainment practices. While unlikely to pass legislation, over 200,000 digital signatures poured in within 2 days. Jay-Z's silence, now deafening, industry pressure built like a drumbeat. Trusted allies from sports legends to fashion moguls allegedly reached out asking for clarity. Some brands hit pause on deals, waiting to see how the storm settles. Still, 50 Cent pressed forward. He teased a tell-all book, a full expose titled Kingmaker or Kingpin, The Untold Empire of Jay-Z. His fanbase devoured it. Even his critics admitted he's a master of the narrative. In today's world where clout equals currency, 50 just may have dropped the most valuable truth bomb yet, or at least what feels like the truth. Because when it comes to power, legacy, and shadows, line between myth and reality is razor thin. And 50, he's cutting straight through. This battle isn't about beats anymore. It's about legacy. About truth, about dismantling the very throne of hip-hop royalty. The king's been called out, the kingdom's watching, and the people, they're locked in popcorn in hand, waiting for the crown to crack.